and welcome to the Tokyo Dresse Todoroki Arena, as you've got the Kawasaki Brave Thunders hosting SUNROCKERS Shibuya. Well, the Todoroki Arena is going to be roaring once again, and why not? One of the top teams in the league in SUNROCKERS Shibuya is here. And this is going to prove to be another exciting affair. These two squads faced each other yesterday already, and Kawasaki won that by a nail-biter, winning 81-79. Well, the fans are hoping they get another victory. Maybe they don't think and they don't want it to be that close, but as far as they're concerned, a win is a win as we take a look at SUNROCKERS Shibuya in 7th spot with a 14-20 record. On the other side, you can see Kawasaki really, so far, a dismal season at 9-25, but they got a big win up against Shibuya. There's still a lot of games remaining, and so they'd like to be able to continue their winning ways. They'd like to be able to get 2 straight victories here this weekend, and if they do, they just could maybe rock some fences. As you take a look at the numbers from yesterday's affair, as we mentioned, it was a very, very tight one. You can see both teams shooting well over 50% from 2-point distance and shooting just about the same from 3-point country. Just too many turnovers for SUNROCKERS Shibuya. That definitely did them in. 23 turnovers as compared to 16. And when you look at the lineup of SUNROCKERS Shibuya, they do have a whole lot of fantastic players. But you can't sell the host team short. They do have some stars of their own, starting with Ryosei Shinuyama, the long-time Japanese star. Roscoe Allen there, as you can see, feels that he can lead his squad to back-to-back victories. And now we're gonna have the lineup here of SUNROCKERS Shibuya with Coach Zoran Martic. They have Dante Grantham, number 1. They have number 7, it's Andrew Randall. Number 8, Josh Hawkinson. Leo Vendrame at number 9. They have Daiki Tanaka at number 13 and Thomas Welsh, number 40. As they bring in the starting 5, this squad needs victories as well. They're in the middle of the pack, and if they want to be able to make it to the postseason, they cannot afford losses such as what happened yesterday. As you take a look at Mr. Harper, that's John Lawrence Harper Jr., the 23-year-old standing 6 foot flat. Pretty good numbers yesterday, 12.7 assists. This guy is only 23 years old, but they're expecting huge things to come from him. He definitely has all the tools. Comes up with a block there. He can really just close the distance. That is, of course, on the SUNROCKERS side, as we now welcome the squad of the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. There's the lineup of Coach Katsuhisa. Their key players, of course. They have number 5, Emmanuel Terry. Number 7, that's Ryusei Shinoyama, who we talked about earlier. Number 14, Dusan Ristic from Serbia. And number 25, Roscoe Allen. The numbers of Okada. Taiga Okada, the 21-year-old. 6 points, 2 assists in over 10 minutes on the floor. A lot of these young stars slowly developing. Nice feed there by Roscoe. Can Okada once again come up with a sterling performance for his squad? We'll find out as we get introduced to the starting 5. And there you have the starting 5 for the squad of the Brave Thunder, starting out with Terry Shinoyama. They have number 13, that is Shota Tsuyama. Number 25, Roscoe Allen, who we talked about already earlier. And number 33, their big man, Takumi Hasegawa, the 36-year-old. So both these squads have actually changed head coaches. Just a few weeks earlier, Kawasaki Brave Thunders were handled by Coach Ronan Ginsberg, and SUNROCKERS Shibuya had Kyle Bailey. So now we've got Geoffrey Katsuhisa and Zoran Martic, respectively. Our 3 referees, Referee Yanagida, Referee Enya, and Referee Asano. They will take care of proceedings here this Sunday. The second of 2 meetings this weekend between these 2 squads. And it's 1-0 in favor here of Kawasaki as they won by 2 yesterday, 81-79. Once again, the starters for both these squads. The Brave Thunders have Terry, Shinoyama, Tsuyama, Allen, and Hasegawa. For Shibuya, they've got Grantham, Harper Jr., Randall, Hawkinson, and Tanaka. There's Coach Zoran. And there is Coach Katsuhisa. We're all set. Roscoe Allen, first possession. Not too much movement, which is quite surprising. Shot clock's winding down. Trying to force that one up. Almost a shot clock violation. Now chance early on here from the fans at the Todoroki Arena. And a back down Hasegawa. Hasegawa is going to pick up his first personal foul. Randall's got a lot of moves inside. They go to Josh. Now to their Japanese star. Once again posting up inside. Extra pass. That's good defense there. Shot clock's winding down. Harper realizes it. Throws it up. That almost dropped. Shiniyama will try to push. Goes to the wing. Hasegawa for three. Rims out. Harper calling out the play. Not wanting to challenge Shiniyama. Not yet this early. That's a good start. Shibuya now up 2-0. Took them quite a while talking about both these squads to finally get on the board. And Shibuya's there. 2-0. Quick catch and shoot. Not gonna work. That's a defense once again. Great movement without the basketball. And Daiki Tanaka scores. It's 4-0. Long Tom not gonna drop. And trying to run, looking for some early offense. The boys in white. High off the glass, too high. Roscoe Allen. Felt the bump. And the foul will be called on the naturalized player of Japan, Josh Hawkinson. His first. Allen's first? Yes. The Hungarian has really made his home here in Japan. He's 32 years old, standing 6'10", 3-level scorer. Two for two is going to put Allen and his squad on the board. Trailing by 2 at 2-4. They look inside once again. Ooh, blowing the layup. Grantham took that one too easy. Chance here to tie things up early. That long bomb not able to detonate. Yeah, he's not happy. Talking about Dante. Almost 3 minutes gone here. First personal foul is going to be called on Dante. Nice look there at one of our two new coaches, Zoran Markic. going to be our first deadlock, our first tie at 4. Daiki not wanting to go early. We'll go to Josh. Roscoe trying to run. Puts it down. Almost a turnover it is. That's going to hurt. They had the fast break on one end and they're going to get their pockets picked and they allow a fast break to be run on the other end. First personal foul going to be called on Shiniyama. So far, 2 team fouls each for Shibuya and Kawasaki. Quick launch hits. Boy, Dante's got range. Up by 2. Well, Shibuya's got a lot of weapons, not just their locals. Chance of defense once again. Daiki will not launch. That's quite surprising. A lot of times, you give him that much space, he'll take the shot quickly. Inside, power move. Randall is unstoppable there. Back up to a 4-point lead and a timeout will be called here quickly by Kawasaki. Action picks up here at the Todoroki Arena. Nothing from the outside there. Well, they ran that play to perfection, just not having the shot go down. From a coaching standpoint, you like it though. It shows that things are clicking. We just hope that the shot does go down the next time. Randall almost lost it. Eventually does. Roscoe inside will overshoot, cleaning up the mess. First basket there, inside for Terry. 6'9", 29-year-old. Cuts the lead down at 2. Hawkinson, short. Usually he's going to make that shot. Foul will be called. Eight-6 is our tally. Very low-scoring affair so far. Under 5 minutes to be played in the first quarter. The 21-year-old comes in. Taiga Okada. Well, the veteran Yamauchi's in. Perfect pass. Morihisa Yamauchi, the 35-year-old, knows exactly what to do in every situation. That's why he's highly coveted by all these squads. That flip is gonna drop. Nice basket there from Okada. He's got a lot of shifty moves. To the wing. Yamauchi can hit this. A little bit too strong though. Steal. Off that rebound. You see Yamauchi not forcing anything at all. Two free throws now coming up for the squad of SUNROCKERS Shibuya. Look at a quick move from Randall. Clearly fouled by Jaheru Yamauchi. So we got two Yamauchis. Couple of last-minute instructions by both coaches to their respective players on the sideline. Dusan Ristic is now in, the Serbian, who is a 7-footer. A lot of 7-footers have invaded the B.LEAGUE already. Made Japan their home. Nice pressure being shown up high by Yamauchi, making things difficult for Okada. Bounce pass, he goes to his big man, and Dusan converts. Yamauchi waiting for the play to evolve, waiting for some movement. But the big man Thomas Welsh is in. Steal! And a foul is going to be called here. That's going to be on Randall. Looking for a chase down block a la LeBron James. Two free throws for another one of the youngsters here. 23-year-old Jaheru Ryuto Yamauchi. Came up short in that first one though. Well, both coaches know that they have a young, talented squad, but that talent has to be harnessed properly, giving a lot of these youngsters some valuable PT playing time. Split from the line. The problem for Kawasaki is they're in the penalty. Shibuya with one more foul to give. Welsh, easy put through. Two and a half remaining, just about, in the first quarter. Wrist stitch, a little bit too strong. Welsh, big board. You see what he did? He boxed out first and then went for the rebound. That's textbook. So back in is Terry. Most of the world imports will come from the United States. But here we got Roscoe Allen and Dusan Ristic from Serbia and Hungary. Foul will be called on Yamauchi. They're in the penalty. That means 2 free throws coming up here. Both coaches sending in so many players. Now we have number 43 in the ball game, Yuya Nagayoshi. He's a veteran, 34 years old, standing 6'7". Now we've got another one of the youngsters, Kanta Mizuno. They go to the wing. Under 2 minutes to be played here. Gonna go under the screen. Ristic sends it back up. Shot clock's winding down. Ristic actually was at the low block. Could have just tried to take a shot. Kicked it back up. Another 24-second shot clock violation. Once again, national squad member Leo Vendrame at the controls here for Shibuya. Gonna go inside, a little bit too strong. Not gonna work. Getting away from everybody. And another basket. That's gonna be the 4th point here for the youngster Ikeda. Watch it again. Oh, this guy can fly. Just see how quickly he gets down court. Vendrame stops, pops. That's almost always money. He can manufacture any shot he needs. Under a minute remaining here in the first period. Quick launch, short. Vendrame back up high. They'll swing it to the other side. Yamauchi. Yamauchi with a floater, just short. Nice rebound there. Kengo Nomoto has come in and helped out early here defensively. Floater. That's going to bring the squad of Kawasaki much closer. They were down by 5 at one stage. Deep shot, no. Well, they got the shot that they wanted. They wanted to make sure there was no attempt for Kawasaki. They would have wanted to hit that shot though. But in the end, after the first 10 minutes of play, it's Shibuya now up by 3, 18-15.
ぜひまたチャレンジしにいらしてください。以上、スーパープレッシャーチャレンジプレゼンテッドバイスポーツレポートでした。
ラニー株式会社の社員さん、リベンジ待ってますよ。ありがとうございました。
Just like that, the second quarter is upon us. 3-point lead enjoyed by the visitors. And they've got possession to start things off. Tanaka back on the floor for his squad. They need more firepower. Thomas Welsh did the right thing. He had been drama cutting, but he said, I'm 7 feet flat. I'm in front of the basket. Let me take a shot at it. Foul's going to be called. They're number 3, Kanta Mizuno. Thomas Welsh now on the line for 2 shots. Welsh is one of those big men that takes up a lot of space inside, and at the same time, they know what to do. They got great footwork and they hit their free throws. And just when I said that, he blows that second free throw. I jinxed him. With the left hand. Wow. He had a pretty good game yesterday, but today looks like Okada saying, I learned so much from yesterday's affair, and I'm going to show you those lessons learned. And I'll dish out a few lessons of my own. He's got 6 points in total and a free throw to boot. First personal foul is going to be called on Nozaki. One more free throw for the lefty. He's only 5'9". Oh, what a spitfire. Vendrame. Vendrame is much taller at 6 foot flat. That's why Leo plays on the national squad. Nice flip inside. Taking advantage of the screen. And Raya Nozaki hits. Three points. Separating these two squads. Jumper on the way, no. Allen is back. See if they can take advantage of his presence inside. He can also hit the three. Puts one up there and hits. And we're deadlocked once again. This time at 21. Vendrame calling out the play. He wants to go deep. Let's see if he can go inside that paint. Two-man game up high. Vendrame finishes. That was poor defense. Kawasaki now trailing by 2, but they've got possession. We have not seen too much of Ryusei Shinuyama. Roscoe inside. No! That looked like it was halfway down. Another nice strike inside. That's with the greatest of ease as Grantham scores again. He's got 4 points, and that is the lead of his squad. Ozaki a little bit too strong. Nice look there at Harper. Again, chance of defense. That has been going on the entire afternoon here at the Todoroki Arena. Nice flip. Harper for 3. Just offline. In the ball game for the first time is number 14. So Yoshige Kano. Tsuyama starters back together with Ryusei Shinuyama.
Let's go, Kawasaki! Go, Santa, go!
Traveling is going to be called there. Or definitely shuffled his feet before he turned around to take a shot. Oh, good defense so far here for Kano, who's 6'10". Randall. They send a double. Almost a 5-second violation. And it is a shot clock violation there. So it's a turnover. Still a 4-point lead once again, enjoyed by Shibuya. Here's that suffocating defense. Tsuyama with the inbound. Under a lot of pressure, he gets it inside. Ristich came out to help. And a probe once again on the interior. To the wing, Roscoe just hit a 3. Takes it strong and hits. Nice basket. Roscoe Allen already with 9 points. Close to double digits, and we still have just about 6 minutes to be played here in the first half. Long 3, no. Nice rebound there. Coming out of nowhere was Kano. Tanaka delivers. No, he doesn't. Usually when he launches like that, it's money. Shinuyama calling out fist. Goes around Ristich. Nice play. There's a lot of deception there. And in the end, scoring's Allen. He's got 11 points. He's in double digits. Good contribution from Allen so far. He also has 4 rebounds. They go inside Randall. Extra pass. Can't find the finish. Randall, yes! just in the nick of time.
ここで第2クォーター残り5分切りましたのでオフィシャルタイムアウトに入ります。
That's gonna bring us to our official timeout here. First dead ball situation. After the 5-minute mark, and it's a 2-point lead enjoyed by Shibuya.
Thank you, Bazooka!
$27 Shibuya, 25 Kawasaki. We got a good one on our hands once again. These two squads faced each other yesterday. And 2 points was the difference in that victory by Kawasaki, 81-79. It's looking like it's going to be just that close once again. Nice chase down. Harper at the controls now. We'll get it back. Tanaka not being as aggressive as he usually is. How they get it to Daiki. Nice put down. What a nice flip. Dante Grantham once again delivers. He's got 6 points. Foul will be called on Harper though, stopping the action. Allen thought he got the defensive stop. Looking for space. Chuyama back on the floor for his squad, together with Shinuyama. Shinuyama trying to look for space. Shot clock's winding down. A little bit too strong. Ristich is 30 years old, but when he moves around the court, it doesn't look like he's moving around with a lot of authority. Usually at 30 years old, you're already a veteran. Ristich hits the bench. Back in is Terry. A lot of weaving up high. Randall left open. Will misfire. Josh with the putback there. And the lead is up to 6. This is actually the biggest lead in the contest for either squad. And if you want to be technical, so far Shibuya has led the entire ball game. But it's been close. Watch it once again. Randall will misfire at the right place at the right time. Hawkinson can do just about everything. Randall replaced, and here comes the big man Thomas Welsh. Randall did his job. First half might be over for him. Nice rebound by Dante. Dante calling out the play. Hawkinson looks inside. Couple of moves. That's not gonna drop there for Daiki. He thought he got the 2 points. Roscoe. Power move. Will have to give it out though. Tries to set the pick. Doesn't get it back. To Yama. Shinuyama's gonna get denied. Harper takes off and hits. Talk about great defense leading to easy offense. And a quick timeout needs to be called here by the Brave Thunders. Coach Joffrey needs to talk things over. Kawasaki now with possession coming off that timeout. Let's see what Coach Katsuhisa is able to come up with and if they can execute. Already down by 8 are the hosts. There's a steal. That's going to be easy. Now a 10-point lead. That's a lot of separation. After things being so tight, it was the last deadlock was a 25. So it's a 10-0 blast here. Finally, they break the ice once again. Cuts the lead down to 8. Hawkinson gets the handoff. They try to isolate Harper. Welsh comes out. You see all that movement. Big slam there. Dante, who just wanted that one. He's now in double digits. He's got 10 points. And the lead's back up to 10. As we approach the 1-minute mark. Roscoe with a flip, yes. And now a timeout will be called. Roscoe Allen has been the lone bright spot for his squad. He's got 13 points. Now a timeout will be called by Coach Zoran. Under a minute remaining before the halftime break. Let's see who can make one final push. Harper can't turn the corner. Puts up a 3 though. Just short. Boy, you get the job done defensively. You pick up the defensive rebound, then you give it right back. Technically, Welsh there with a steal. And a big 3. Harper just missed a while ago, so you saw all he needed to do was just recalibrate. And it's now an 11-point lead at 40-29. Final seconds. And look for the wing to Yama for 3. That's a great reply. They needed that one to go down. That's going to cut the deficit to just 8. And at least they've got some momentum on their side. They're still trailing. But as far as the Brave Thunders fans are concerned, at least their team starting to get going here. Another assist for the youngster Okada as Tuyama delivers a strike. And at the half, it's 40 for the visitors, 32 for the hosts.
ここで B リーグからお知らせです。今シーズンも B リーグモテ男No.1決定戦2026が開催されます。今回は B リーグ10周年を記念し、過去最大となる10個の賞で競い合います。投票は2月2日12時から10日23時59分まで、ウェブまたは B リーグカードで投票いただけます。投票方法や詳細は特設サイトをご覧ください。川崎ブレイブサンダースからホームゲームのお知らせです。2月7日土曜、8日日曜は琉球ゴールデンキングス戦。今節は一風変わった企画チケットが販売中です。鉄壁守備シート、大大大声援シートなど多彩なシートが登場。ぜひいつもとは違うお席で熱い観戦をご体感ください。3月7日土曜、8日日曜はシガレイクス戦です。2023-24シーズン、川崎に所属していたウィンブッシュ選手が初めて等々力に凱旋します。11日水曜の群馬クレインサンダース戦はスペシャルイベントロールデーを開催。ロールの魅力を詰め込んだ特別な空間をお届けします。ゲストは高根のなでしこが来場。ロールと一緒にスペシャルパフォーマンスを披露します。ぜひ会場へお越しください。
lot of great highlights here. After 2 quarters of play, this was the last one. Big basket there from Tsuyama to bring his squad to within 8. As you take a look at 2-point shooting from Shibuya, exceptional at 72%. 16 out of 22 total. Not bad at 58% here for the Brave Thunders. But still, it was that great shooting that really helped their cause. 3-point shooting not a factor here for either squad. Both teams just 3 turnovers. +28 and 18. That's a +10. Those are the points in the paint. Well, that's why their 2-point shooting percentage is high. Most of their points coming in from there. As you take a look at the leaders in terms of scoring, 13 points here for Roscoe Allen, 10 points for Dante Grantham. 4 boards each for Allen and Hawkinson, and 4 dimes each for Okada and Hawkinson. Looking at more scoring leaders, also 10 points contributed there by Randall. 5 points put in by Harper Jr. For the hosts, 7 points for Okada and 6 points for Terry. Let's take a look at a key player matchup. 2 youngsters going at it. Their numbers essentially even. So Okada has been on the floor about 5 minutes less. Might not necessarily be calling it the changing of the guard, but definitely you can see a lot of these youngsters now being given more playing time. And when it comes to the crunch, when it comes to winning, you still go to somebody like Ryusei Shiniyama, at least for this season. Second half is upon us. We've got a chance to further cut into this lead as they trail by 8 heading into the second half. Extra pass to Yama. Sets up the youngster. 3 on the way, just short. Okada had more than enough time. Set that one up. Just a fraction short. Harper up against Okada. Both of them facing up against each other. Hawkinson with the handoff. Randall gets it back on top. Harper. Dante needs to take this one. Does he realize it? He does. Puts up a deep one. Wow, that's going to establish another 11-point lead. He's got 13 points now. That hurts. He played good defense for 23 seconds. Roscoe with the handoff. Tsuyama put up a prayer and hits. Oh, it's now raining threes. When you looked at the halftime numbers, the threes weren't a factor. Now maybe just might be. That's a defense once again. Coach Katsuhisa egging on his boys. Foul's going to be called. Hasegawa was doing his very best to stay in front of the man, but it's going to be very difficult. Here's that 3. Tsuyama just launches. That clearly counts. That clearly was before the buzzer. But now Randall on the line for 2 shots.
2 points, number 7. Enter Randall. Go, stop, dodge, go!
Leads at 10. Let's see if they can get something going offensively. Trying to look for Tsuyama. Seems like he has found his range. Flips it through. Leads down to 8. Tsuyama has caught fire here. His 8 points were scored here in the last 3 minutes of play. Dating back to the first half. Yamauchi back on the floor. Takes it strong. That's when he can take advantage of his height. Yamauchi, much bigger than Okada. Jumper from Okada will fall just short. Randall looking to add to the tally, which is now 8. Early seal from Hawkinson. He'll have to get out of the shaded area. Harper puts up a 3. Short. Hawkinson there saying he was getting manhandled by Hasegawa. Look at Hasegawa playing really tough. Foul's going to be called on Hawkinson, his second. Inside, Roscoe! A little bit too strong on that layup. It's now 5-on-4 the other way. That's a good foul. Just stopping the action. Okada making sure that they weren't playing one man short defensively. That's going to be his second. Yamauchi's gonna lose it. No, they're gonna say it'll stay here. Terry thought it was a turnover. Let's see. That was off Terry. Good call by the referees. But Coach Katsuhisa doesn't agree. He's gonna have a coach's challenge right here. Early head coach challenge here in the second half. Well, they want possession. They want to be able to cut into this lead as quickly as they possibly can. And ooh, that was close. That's close. Could have been off Terry. Could have been off Yamauchi. They're also looking at the shot clock there before they give the call. But it actually seems like they know whose ball it's going to belong to. Nice little discussion there by Katsuhisa and Terry. They're still looking at it. So Katsuhisa wins that challenge. Harper can just smile about it. So they get possession. Now it's important that they score here. So they were able to get a stop despite the fact that they lost that challenge. Terry, up high, will give it up. Looking for Tsuyama. Jumper will fall short. Roscoe there to the rescue. He can't believe he missed the layup. Lead still stays at 10 as Ristic gets ready to check in. Randall swings it outside. Extra pass. Hawkinson. Nice flip. And the lead's 12. This is now the biggest lead in the contest. And now, Coach Joffrey says, we need to stop the momentum that Shibuya has been able to build.
Thank you, Armin!
Nothing there in that skirmish inside. And coming away with it. It's the youngster Okada, and he's going to be fouled here. Dendrame, that's a smart foul. Not wanting the opposition to get any sort of momentum. And the veteran sent back in. I just changed the tide somehow. The other Yamauchi in. The younger Yamauchi. Trying to free up Tsuyama once again. Let's see if he still got the hot hand. Shiniyama to the wing. Terry for three. Slightly short. That's going to stay here though. Nice strip. Trying to take advantage of it. There's Randall. He hits the deck off a foul from Yamauchi. That's going to be Yamauchi's third personal though. Little nudge. And hitting the deck there's Randall. Both are okay. Leo. Finds his big man and hitting once again is a 7-footer. Thomas Welsh now with 5 points. And the lead is 14 at 51-37. They're gonna say, let's go the other way. And that's gonna be the 4th personal foul here of Yamauchi. There's confirmation. Oh, clearly a shove. That's an easy call. Yamauchi sent back to the bench. Harper, nice find. Well, you see the two 7-footers going at it, and Ristic will be called for a foul. That's a pinpoint pass given by Harper there. And going up strong, like he should, is Welsh. 2 free throws now here for Thomas. Kawasaki in early foul trouble here. They're in the penalty with still 4:21 to be played. Slowly but surely, they're pulling away. Now 52-37. Let's see if the Brave Thunders can finally score. No, they can't. Another big rebound here, this time from Welsh. And they're trying to run. And look inside. That's a good stop. But the thing is, they need to score. They go inside. Ristic kicks it out. Shinuyama for 3. They needed that one to drop. And they can't allow a score here. Vendrame. Well, helter-skelter basketball right now is what we're witnessing. But still, it's a 15-point lead enjoyed by the visitors. Foul is going to be called on Harper. Surprisingly, Coach Katsuhisa still with a smile on his face, despite the fact that he can see his team is struggling today. And they're down by 15. Oba, the 23-year-old in. Well, they've been able to hold Tsuyama after his blitz earlier to begin the third. Shinuyama looks for space, gives it up to his big man, and a travel once again going to be called. That's the second travel that will be called there on the big man here of the Brave Thunders. Let's see. Take a look at his footwork. Well, he shuffled his feet a little bit more for comfort. To the wing. Oba! No. Welsh with the offensive rebound. They got a brand new 14. Welsh asking for it. They go the other way. Welsh. Ooh, that hit the rim. That would have been almost a perfect pass. That foul from Nozaki will put his squad in the penalty. Shinuyama launches and hits. That's what he's got to do. He's got to take over now. That'll keep him on the floor as well. Vendrame. Trying to go to the wing. Shot clock's down to 5. Fourth shot, no. It's gonna land right there in the hands of Dante. No look pass. The flip? No. That's gonna be a 24-second shot clock violation. So they got the stop. They're still down by 12, but right now, Shiniyama seems to have found his groove. Let's see if he can keep it going. Nice flip. Open 3, no. Big rebound by Dante. Live turnover. Boom! Big slam there. The momentum now slowly shifting towards Terry and the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, and the timeout will be called here by Coach Martic.
They are orange!
Now looking for another defensive stop. Can they keep the momentum going here in the final minute of the third? The fans are hoping. Vendrame launches and hits. That's a big basket from the national squad member. That'll stop the bleeding. That'll also stop the rally somewhat. It establishes another 13-point advantage. Trying to look inside. Terry can't guide that ball, but the Serbian's there. Dusan cleans up the mess. He's got 4 points. So at least offensively, they're now in step, in rhythm, in tandem with each other. Let's see if they can keep it going. Vendrame being hounded there. And look for space. Still a lot of time on their shot clock. So far, pretty good defense by Iida. They're going to try to look inside, and a foul will be called. That's going to be on Iida. Rio Iida, 30-year-old, standing 6'1". That's clearly a foul. He got locked up there with Josh Hawkinson. That was a clear mismatch. And with both teams in the penalty, free throws coming up. Well, the free throw percentage of Hawkinson is at 86.6%, which is 9th so far here in the B-League. He's also 9th in blocks at almost 1 per ball game at 0.9. Get some numbers. Kawasaki's offense is at 76.5. Their defense is at 84.2, which is 4th worst. And that's why they've got a losing record. Shibuya's offense is at 77.1 and defense 81. Difference of about 4. They almost failed to realize, and they did, that the third quarter was coming to a close. And it's still a commanding 13-point advantage by Shibuya at 57-44, heading to the fourth. These are the numbers so far. Still shooting much better from 2-point distance. Shibuya, that's kept them afloat here. That's kept them in the lead. Not to mention they also have 4 more free throws. Both teams though taking very good care of the basketball. 7 turnovers for Kawasaki, just 6 for Shibuya. Welcome to the fourth quarter. We're coming to you from the Todoroki Arena, the Roar Arena. Right now, the fans have not had too much to roar about because their squad has been trailing. In fact, they've been trailing the entire game. They send a double. Coach Katsuisa thought they got the stop. It's going to be a foul on Ida. Hawkinson will get it off to Harper. Sets the pick. They'll swing it to the other end. Randall for 3. No. Had to hoist that one. Nice cut. Roscoe. He lost the handle on his way up. That should have been 2 points. That should have cut the lead down to 11. Again, the early seal. Dante. Will be called for steps. We're going the other way. The Brave Thunder's got to stop once again. Terry goes inside. Oh, he thought he got the 2 points. He thought that lead was down to 11 once again. They're trying. They're doing their very best. They just can't crack. That was a good shot. Hawkinson, nice battle inside. He touched that last. So still with an opportunity to get that lead back down to 11. They need to get it to a single-digit disadvantage heading to the final 6 minutes to give them a shot. They can't find Tsuyama. Eventually they get it to him. And there's a turnover. Going inside, yes! And that lead is now at 15 once again. That's a good foul here by Shibuya. They saw that their team was struggling to get back. Now they can play tougher defense. And at the same time, still trying to protect this 15-point lead. Kawasaki needs to score here. That's imperative. Shiniyama again. Door shut in his attack. Tsuyama shaking, baking. That was touched last by Shibuya. So 4.1 seconds remaining. Boy, Nozaki being really tough on the defensive end. Time play. And bouncing that ball on the sideline. Turnover here. Not too many turnovers for both squads, but again, at this stage, at 15 points is something you need to cut into. You just can't allow yourself to trade baskets. Extra pass once again, Dante. Not wanting to launch quickly, but patience shown here. And an offensive foul is going to be called though. That's a break going the Brave Thunder's way. Roscoe Allen being sent back in. That's going to give them more stability. Not to mention a scoring sock. That might be an offensive foul. It is. Shiniyama picks up his second personal. Watch it here. With a shove, Shiniyama saying it's a flop. Referees say, I blew my whistle. I call it the way I see it. They got some clock to burn. Harper, set three, just short. And the foul is going to be called on Roscoe. He thought it was going to be the other way. Well, Roscoe there was holding on. Talk about face guarding the offensive rebounder there. Another 14 seconds here for Shibuya. Vendrame, no. Well, they got the stop. Almost a turnover again. Roscoe for three. That rims out. Those are the open shots they need to be able to make because time's running out. What a basket inside. There were actually two cutters, and Nozaki will hit. He's got 6 points. This is now the biggest lead in the contest, and a timeout will have to be called by the Brave Thunders. Kawasaki down big, heading into the final 7 minutes of this one. They won yesterday's encounter 81-79. Foul's going to be called there on Harper. You have not yet seen Troy Murphy Jr. Well, he's out with an injury. That was their fast and furious combination. Murphy and Harper. So only one of them available today. Another one of the imports here, this time for Kawasaki. That's a foul. And they let it play on. Shiniyama can't believe it. Omar Jamaluddin, the import for the Brave Thunders, is unavailable here, out with an injury. This will help them out. Terry, inside, easy slam. That's a wise decision by Shibuya to just give that shot to him. They're still up by 15, approaching the final 6 minutes. Again, Vendrame. He just gets to his spot. That's a quiet 9 points. Ida. No look pass. Not a good one. Welsh, big slam inside. The big man running in traffic. And it's now a 19-point advantage at 65-46. They're running once again. Hawkinson. No timeout going to be called here by Katsuhisa. They might be raising the white flag as early as now. Mathematically possible yet. But again, that's a huge ask. Especially if they can't get the rhythm. Especially if they can't get their shots to drop. Terry for deep, yes. That's going to bring us to our official timeout. But the momentum clearly on the side here of the visitors as they lead 67-49. It's looking like Shibuya will pick up a victory here to get back at their tormentors yesterday, who won 81-79. They're up huge, heading into the final 4.5 minutes. And look for the floater. They kick it out. Nozaki for 3, no. Offensive rebound once again by the bigs here of the boys in white. 3 of them are inside. All 3 imports. And Yamauchi will foul out. That'll put them in the penalty for the final 4:22. Randall. We're going to milk the clock here. And they're going to say it's a 3-second violation called here. So one of the few turnovers. That is going to be turnover number 10. Welsh never got out of the shaded area. Hence the 3-second call. 3. Not going to drop there for Dusan. That's going to be a turnover here. Terry saying he's being held. But at the same time, it's still going the other way. Coming in is Nagayoshi. That might be the last we'll see of Josh Hawkinson today. That's a good substitution actually. You want to make sure that your key players are still going to be fresh for the next game, because this game is well in hand. You're going to let Randall bring it down? He says no. Let me go to my point. Now using clock again. Oba almost got an alley-oop there. Welsh really had to stretch for that one. But more importantly, they used up so much time. Terry for 3. Yes. Here comes that late blitz. 15 points. Still mathematically possible. Especially if they get some quick turnovers. And they hit some 3s. But now they gotta have a stop. They've been looking for stops all throughout the afternoon. They haven't been able to get it. Can they get it here now? Randall almost lost it. Does. Terry inside. Ooh, no panic yet here for Coach Zoran. I would have thought he would call a timeout here. His lead just down to 13 and an eternity of basketball still to be played. He might want to send Josh Hawkinson back in just for added stability. So Dante will return. Now with some hope here though. This is once a 21-point lead. Now just down to 13. Back up to 14. Still no Josh Richardson. Brave Thunders fans hoping for a miss here. Oba will make both. So Oba did his job. And Harper's back in. You want your starting point guard in there to make sure you get the victory. So it's Harper and Ventrame in the backcourt. Turnover. Harper might want to pull this one out. Smart play by Ventrame. Made sure there was contact from Ida. And 2 free throws once again coming up here. The national squad member, Lea Ventrame. Third personal foul on Ida. Tsuyama's back. So that quick 8-point blitz to end the first half and start the second. Just stayed at that. 8 straight points, but in the end, still facing a big deficit here at 16, could be 17 with his extra free throw. $70-54. Asigawa doesn't want to launch. Roscoe will be fouled. That foul from Nagayoshi will put his squad in the penalty as well. For the final 2:23. Still got a nice lead though here at 16. Just trying to make the Brave Thunders once again bleed for their points like what they have all throughout. Another 3? No. That would have been the 3rd straight 3 coming from Emmanuel Terry. That would have definitely helped their cause. Harper to the wing. 3 on the way? No. Wells trying to battle for it. Terry comes away with it. Roscoe with a wild shot. He thought there was contact. He thought there was going to be a whistle. You can't presume, especially when you're down. That might have been it. If they scored, they could have brought that down to 14, possibly 13 with a 3-point shot. Omori in. So now they're sending in the clean crew for mop-up duty. That's a dangerous pass. That's also poor spacing. Tsuyama tries to make his move inside. The baby hook, no. Now they're going to just use clock once again. That might have been a travel. Referee just let it go. A little bit wild there is Nagayoshi. Terry still on the floor. Still trying to make a game out of this one, but time is running out. He'll bring it closer. Basket and one opportunity. That's what he's got to do. Take it strong against these people who have really not seen too much playing time. Takes it straight to Kano. Kano is 6'10", but you can see, doesn't have the foot speed. Terry takes advantage. Now he's got to make this 3-point play. But even if he does, his team is still down by 13. Gary can't get the free throw. He apologizes. Ventrame is back in. Steal! Crafty moves by Okada. Okada will have to bring this one out. Under a minute to be played. They're still taking their time with the shot. They need to be able to get baskets and baskets in succession. The lead is down to 12, but time down to 44 seconds. Now Vendrame will bring it back out. Almost lost it. Smart play coming from Koei Omori. And there's the foul. Only the first personal foul on Terry, who has been very active, but unfortunately for him and his squad, it is not going to be enough. Second drops. Leads back up to 13. Under 30 seconds remaining. Terry. Roscoe for a deep three. That'll go over. And that should be it. I can't see Shibuya looking for another shot here. This victory is well in hand. Well, you like the fact that Kawasaki is still playing hard. They're just going to dribble this one away. Well, don't tell that to the youngsters. They want to get on the board. Why not? Hasegawa will come up with a foul. So 2 free throws now coming for Koei Omori. Check this. Omori is 20 years old. That's why he wants to score. He wants to get some professional points. Already a victory here for SUNROCKERS Shibuya. Their 15th of the season. Tsuyama from past half court. That won't drop. And Shibuya gets back at Saturday's tormentors, the Brave Thunders. They lost yesterday, 81-79. They win here today, 73-58. Wire-to-wire victory here. SUNROCKERS led 4-0, and they never looked back. Stick around, as we're going to hear from Coach Zoran Martic and some of the stars of SUNROCKERS Shibuya.
We are Kawasaki Brave Thunder! 両チームがご来場の皆様にご挨拶です。はじめに応援チームSUNROCKERSよりご来場の皆様にご挨拶です。本日はありがとうございました。またSUNROCKERSファミリーの皆様もご来場ありがとうございました。
The Brave Thunders will be addressing their fans here at the Todoroki Arena as we set up on the sidelines. As we'll talk to the winning coach and some of the winning players before we go to the highlights and numbers.
はい、マルティッチヘッドコーチ、試合お疲れ様でした。スターターのラインナップを変えてきての今日の2日目のゲームだったと思います。今日振り返ってゲームいかがでしたでしょうか。
Well, first of all, it was great defensive performance from our team.
はい、まずですね、今日の試合を振り返ると本当にディフェンスがすごく良かった試合だと思います。
58 points. It's really I have no complaints about our defense today.
はい、で川崎さんを相手にですね58点に抑えたというところに関してはもう文句の言いようがないぐらい、選手たち頑張ってくれました。
And we've been struggling also because of some injuries, but I believe it was a good game for us.
はい、でちょっとね怪我人が出たりしてますけども、全体を通して、すごく、よく戦えてたと思います。
はい、昨日のゲームすごく競ったゲームでした。今日はね総力戦という印象ですよね。入れ替わり立ち替わりたくさんの選手たちが出てきてというゲームだったと思います。昨日敗れはしましたけどチームには、どのような話をされたんでしょうか。
Well, the first thing I said that yesterday our energy and our defense was not on the level that it should be.
はい、でまず昨日、試合後に伝えたのは僕たちのエナジーだったりやっぱりやるべきディフェンスというのが、僕たちがやるべきところのそのレベルに達してなかったよというふうに選手に伝えました。
And if you don't come against Kawasaki 100% ready, they're gonna beat you. Okinawa and Hokkaido and some good teams, better teams than us, taste this medicine.
はい、でもうチームとしてですね 100% 準備そして 100% 戦う気持ちを持って川崎さんに、戦わなければああいう風に負けてしまうよと。本当に川崎さんはですね、北海道さんだったり沖縄さん相手にも勝つような力があるチームです。ですのでまずそこの気持ちの部分だったり準備するところを伝えました。
はい、ありがとうございます。今日は素晴らしいエナジー感じることができたと思います。後ろにもファミリーの皆さん、渋谷のファンの皆さんたくさん駆けつけて、そういったところも感じながらの試合だったのかなと思います。ファンの皆様に、コメントをお願いします。
Yeah, of course. You know, our fans, they've been with us through a lot of turbulences, you know.
はい、でも本当に苦しい中でもですね今シーズンも、ずっとそうですけども渋谷のファンの皆様っていうのはずっと僕たちについてくれました。
And we really appreciate their support, and it's really good to see a lot of yellow colors also when we play away.
はい、で本当にですね皆さんのサポートには感謝してますしこういうアウェーの中でもですね、黄色い、ユニフォームを着た皆さんというのはここまで駆けつけてくれる本当に我々はすごく感謝してますし、これからもサポートをお願いしたいと思います。
はい、素晴らしい勝利でした。マルティッチヘッドコーチありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
はい
Well, there you heard it from Coach Zoran Martic. Now let's listen
選手、
to Andrew Randall.
今日スターターとして、出場でしたけど、今日のゲーム振り返っていかがでしたでしょうか。
I think as a basketball player, you got to be ready for anything.
まずバスケットボールプレーヤーとしてどんな状況でもまず常に準備するっていうのは当たり前のことだと思います。
And I think with my experience, that's how I approach the game every day. And whatever it takes to get the job done, that's what I always try to do.
はい、やっぱりこういうふうにですね、どんな状況に置かれてもやっぱり準備をしていくっていうのはもう自分のプロキャリアの中でも経験のに基づいて学んできてたところですし、こういうふうに自分の仕事をどんな状況でもやりきるっていうのがプロの姿勢だと思ってます。
はい、すごく簡単におっしゃいますけどすごく難しいことだと思います。はい、今日はファーストオプションとして、プレーしていたと思います。インサイドでプレッシャーをかける役割、チームの信頼を得ての役割だったと思いますけれども、
Yeah, I think when you have a guy like Josh and Dante who can play outside. I think that we got to do something different, and I think for me, being a willing passer, I think it's easier to get those guys shots. So I think whatever I got to do, I got to do. So I just always try to be ready.
はい、でうちにはジョシュだったりドンテっていうインサイドのプレーもできるんですけども、外のプレーもできる、そういう風な選手がいる中で、自分がああいう風に起点になってですね、寄ってくればパスをする、で彼らにシュートを打たせると、そういう風なプレーっていうのはチームに必要であればいつでもやる準備をしていました。
いや本当にランダル選手がねうまくチームをつないでいるなっていうなんていうんですかね、このチーム自体ですね魂としてつないでいるような、印象でした。後ろにもね、サンロッカーズファンの皆様いらっしゃってますんで、コメントをお願いします。
I think it's important. I think it's important for us as players to understand that the fans travel to see us play. They pay their heart. They work hard for their job, and they buy tickets to support us. So we always want to be ready, and we always want to just play hard. And I think for me, I've always done that, and I've always felt that appreciation. So I just try to just do what I can, because it's not about us. It's about them supporting us too.
はい、でもうファンの皆様に関してはですね、こうやってアウェーでも、来てくれます。でこのアウェーに来るためには旅費だってかかりますし、チケットだってかかります。それを捻出しているのはもうファンの皆様が一人一人仕事をしたからこそ、そういうふうにお金が発生していると思います。だから我々はですね、そこに甘んじることなくですね、感謝の気持ちを常に持って自分のやるべきことを仕事をする。これは自分のためじゃなくて、やはりファンの皆様がいるっていうことを理解していないといけないと思いますし、常にそういうふうな姿勢で戦っていきたいと思います。
はい、素晴らしい勝利、素晴らしい、プレー、そして素晴らしい、ファンの方への、メッセージだったと思います。ランダル選手ありがとうございました。
Thank you. ありがとうございます。
Now we're going to go through the highlights here. All 4 quarters of this wire-to-wire victory of SUNROCKERS Shibuya over the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Well, you saw the SUNROCKERS wanted to make sure that they took the crowd out of it and took it out early. Not too much from Daiki Tanaka in this particular ball game. Well, they didn't really need him. Tanaka was a starter, was only on the floor for 14 minutes. He would finish with just 2 points, 1 out of 3 field goals. He also had 1 rebound and 1 assist. But with one of your key players not really contributing, it didn't seem to matter. Everybody stepped up. Looking at the starters, 2 players in double digits, Grantham with 13, Randall with 12, and 8 points for Hawkinson as well. And then coming off the bench, Leo Vendrame would contribute 10 points. So 3 players in double digits, and actually even Thomas Welsh almost coming up there also with double digit scoring. He would finish with 8 points. He did grab 6 boards for the Brave Thunders. They just lacked firepower today. In 35 minutes on the floor, Terry really did practically everything for his squad. He scored 22 points, came up with 4 boards, 1 assist, and he also had 3 steals. Roscoe Allen was on the floor for almost 30 minutes as well. He would score 13 points, grab 4 boards, and have 1 dime. But Ryusei Shinuyama, in over 21 minutes on the floor, would only come up with 3 points. He was 1 out of 7 from the field, and that kind of shooting is not going to get it done. That's why a lot of times they went to the youngster in Taiga Okada. Okada would finish with better numbers, 3 out of 6 from the field for 7 points. Not to mention he also had 7 assists, so he was setting up his squad a little bit better. Josh Hawkinson did his damage inside. And again, Vendrame setting up his big man. Welsh is very effective from 15 feet in. And then Shinuyama with his lone basket. Live turnover here. Nice strong finish by Terry. He can get up there. You might want to see him in next year's slam dunk competition after that. And then Vendrame with a big 3. Look at the quarter scoring. Shibuya led by 3 after the first period, 18-15. At the half, it was 40-32, still in favor of Shibuya. And then that lead just continued to grow. After 3 periods, it was 57-44. Nice bucket inside there from Nozaki. No look pass. They were actually trying to look for Vendrame, but the 7-footer intercepted it, got it, and slammed it through. Spin here for Hawkinson. And they'll give it right back to him. Perfect play from Vendrame. Always trying to set up his teammates. Terry would hit back-to-back threes, get his squad closer. But it was not to be. Another steal here. Terry once again. Final attempt. Will not drop. As Sunrockers Shibuya improves 15-20 here on the season. Kawasaki Brave Thunders fall further in the team standings at 9-26. Again, it was really the 2-point shooting that did it. For Sunrockers, shooting 63.2%, 24 out of 38. That gave them the victory. They didn't really rely too much on the threes, only converting 3 out of 20 for 15%. That's a dismal clip, but if you look at the Brave Thunders, also not shooting that well from deep as well. Looking at the turnover numbers, 14 here for the Brave Thunders, 15 for Shibuya. That's much better. Yesterday they had 23 turnovers in that 2-point loss. 42-30. That's a big discrepancy there. And that is in favor of Shibuya. And that is the points in the paint. And look at this, 33-12. Those are the bench points. So definitely getting a whole lot of suck from the bench were Sunrockers as compared to the Brave Thunders. More pertinent numbers as well. Sunrockers would have 41 rebounds as compared to just 29 for Kawasaki. And in terms of assists, it's +4, 20-16, also in favor of the winners, Sunrocker Shibuya. Let's take a look at the leaders in the different categories. Terry with 22 points, 13 points for Grantham, 6 boards for Ristich, 9 rebounds for Hawkinson. And in terms of assists, 7 dimes for Okada, 5 for Hawkinson. Looking at the scoring, 13 points would be contributed by Roscoe Allen. Tuyama would finish with 8. And for the victors, Randall contributes 13. And Vendrame also in double digits with 10. And that's going to do it for our coverage. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us for B-League action here this Sunday. Till next time, take care. Have a great week ahead. God bless.